long before you. I just wanted to jump on here for a quick hot second. Two topics, two people I want to talk about. I guess let me start with Lil Tay. I know Instagram is calling people, but what's up? How you doing? Let me go ahead and start with Lil Tay. So, as you guys know, I really don't do children on the channel. I do children for clients, right? So if you do a personal reading, if you book a personal reading with me, of course, I do your reading and I'll answer any questions that you have about your children or the children in your family. I just don't do it on the actual channel, just for clarity, right? And when I had gotten that DM from one of my clients, who was asking me about the little girl being, of course, passed on. I kind of glanced at it and, I was in the middle of shopping and busy and looked at it and saw, oh, that's terrible. But then when I really got home and looked at it, I was like, this doesn't feel right. It doesn't sound right to me. So TMZ took the trouble to call the police and to confirm it themselves. And I do believe that they actually confirmed it and they actually spoke to Lil Tay to say that she's okay. This little girl is coming from a toxic background, right? Parents who, or a situation where she was being exposed way too soon, or not just so much exposed, but opportunistic energy, right? People who are taking advantage and doing things they shouldn't be doing. So unfortunately, you have a child that's in a situation where, she's not in the right hands, whether it's with the mother or the dad or the brother. She's just not in the right hands. And the only thing you could pray in that situation is that, Lil Tay makes it till she's 18, 19, 20, where she can get out and take care of herself and do what needs to be done. But this is quite a dysfunctional situation. I don't, of course I've seen her story on social media, but it's just unfortunate. And, this hoax, well, how did all of a sudden somebody just happen to get your account and write this lengthy statements? Nobody's been looking for you. You don't have any videos that's been on YouTube for 5 years. It's just, to me, is giving me hoax. Okay? What's up? How you doing? It's truly giving me a hoax. I mean, people really are out here just playing with their life and playing with their freedom. Love you too. They're playing with their life. They're playing with their freedom. And because she didn't say she was missing and her brother said he wasn't missing, of course there'll be no charges. They'll just say it was hacked. But this is how did you wait? The problem that I have, for 24 hours, social media has been in a frenzy about her passing. You mean to tell me nobody saw that to say, let me jump online and clear that up? I don't care if you lost your main Instagram account. I can go on one of my many Instagrams right now and actually go live and speak to you live and direct. So I'm not understanding how you saw all this going on for 24 hours where you or neither your brother got online to say anything to quash this. I'm not understanding that, right? It took for TMZ to start calling the police and trying to make pull some strings where you finally stood up and spoke up and said, okay, let me clear this up. My problem is, guys, when you see stuff like that, that's nothing but clout chasing. If I was allegedly missing for such and such period of time, this is on the news, this is on the radio, this is on social media, this is everywhere. At no point did you see that you were missing. Then you're going to sit down talking about it's been a stressful 24 hours, where it could have been a stressful 30 minutes had you got on somebody's social media, pressed somebody's button, went and started somebody's account and said, I'm good. There's no reason for you to stress out for 24 hours if you just would have gotten online. Okay, something happened to Blue Nola. Something's going on with Blue Nola. I'm going to come right here, press the button, and y'all hear my voice. Period, point blank. All right? That's it. Why would you let this linger for 24 hours? Cloud chasing, trying to get attention, bullshit. And then instead of saying, oh, you know what? I'm good. Somebody wrote that. Keep it moving. Now you into, oh, I got so much going on and I'm going to tell my truth. Again, it sounds like a whole big setup, guys. So just don't be surprised if y'all see Lil Tay and her brother come out and start talking about what they've been going through. This to me is a setup to segue into some getting into social media again. But I just wanted to let y'all know, I try not to be rude about that. I almost feel like I'm being asked about reading on children, every few months, and it just kind of annoys me. But My channel is set to no children. On YouTube, as a content creator, you have the option to do child kids friendly or kid not friendly. My channel is set to no kids, right? That means my thumbnails won't have kids on them. You know, even if I'm talking about a parent, I may briefly mention the kid, but y'all already know I'm probably not even spending like 2 minutes on that kid. You know, I'm not doing no full-fledged reading on a kid. You know, I've been asked about Sky Jackson, whatever her name is. I've been asked about Beyonce's nephew. I've been asked about this little girl. I've been asked about different children over time. I just simply do not do children on my actual channel. Again, if you request a reading, you book through me. Like I had about 8 or 9 people book today, earlier today. If you book through me and you want to ask about your kids or your kids in your family, 100%, that's open, but not kids on the channel. I'm not going to get on YouTube and do a full reading on, Beyonce's children. It's not going to happen. It's just, I'm not comfortable with that because I would be mortified. I would be horrified to see somebody talking about my kids on social media. I think there's a boundary that should be crossed. Even when people be putting children's picture up, I think you shouldn't be doing that. I had one thumbnail that had a child on it, and that was Keisha Cole. I even changed that. I took that down some time ago when we were right here on Instagram. So I simply just don't do children, right? Even if this would have been a real situation, even though I felt it wasn't, even if this were a real situation, I still wouldn't be doing children, all right? So that's on that. Anybody have any questions, anything like that? I mean, I can definitely talk on my feelings, my opinion about it, but I'm not going to gear up and I'm not gearing up my situation. I'm not gearing up and getting into no energy around no child. I'm just saying that. Okay. My setup is always set up, but I'm just saying I'm not about to sit down and do no full reading on him.